Greetings and salutations. This is just gonna be a little video I was wanting to do. I'd thought about doing a video talking about the video games I'd gotten over, say, since I moved down here into South Carolina and all that. But one thing I thought would be more interesting and, just more fun to do would be talking about since, last year on my birthday, when I turned 27, I had gotten a record player. So I'm gonna talk about I'm just gonna talk about my record collection. So my first one that I ever officially got was Beauty and the Beast. I mean, how can you not like Beauty and the Beast? The music is amazing. I think, I can't remember if I did, but as a kid, I actually liked this movie. I still like this movie. The music is wonderful, the animation is wonderful. It's just a really good, little film. I mean, it really is. Heck, I don't know if I'm going to be going in out of order, but I'm going to try to do it in the order that I got these. Aha! Yep, now, okay. So, My Fair Lady by the original motion picture, the original soundtrack recording. When I first started doing these things, I thought, wouldn't it be awesome if I got the original ones with the original, the ones that had, the pictures from the thing, and all that, where it had, the art stills from the thing, and I just thought, that'd be getting awesome. So, start doing that. And that's, when I got records, I thought, I love records. I kind of like records, because, I kind of thought I wanted to start a record collection. Because I got that. I also started a little bit of a cassette collection. Because, why not? They don't take up much space. So this was, technically my second one. My Fair Lady. Through a soundtrack. So yeah, when I started collecting, most of the things I collected was, the original cast recording. I also got Stop the World, I Want to Get Off. It also included the original Broadway Cast. That was the one thing that I was wanting to do when I started buying them. Was I want to get the original cast recordings, mostly just because I thought it'd be more fun. You never know. There might be. I just thought as a collecting sort of thing it'd be kind of fun. For Disney fans, and also just myself, I got Mary Poppins, which has the original thing with Julie Andrews, Dick Van Dyke, music and lyrics by Richard Sherman, by the Sherman Brothers. And I just when I saw it, I thought, oh my gosh, Mary Poppins! I really did like the artwork. I just thought, this screams. It just looks so awesome. Heck, even on the other side, it shows each of the songs they have from the recording, whether it's Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, or Feed the Birds, or all that. Let me see. The next one I got was South Pacific. I got this one mostly just because I thought, this one looks pretty cool. I like the picture of it, and also at the back of it, and I thought, okay, that looks kind of funny. The music was done by Rodgers and Hammerstein, and as a theater person, you kind of like the classics. Plus I had never heard of South Pacific. And I'm just thinking, Rodgers and Hammerstein are, when it comes to musical theater, they're kind of in a way, they're kind of the godfathers. But, everyone has their opinion on who, the founding fathers of musical theater, in a way, are. The original Man of La Mancha, I thought this one looked pretty cool. It's also the original cast of it, too. When I saw it, I thought, okay, this one looks pretty good. I was in, like, say, when I was in college, I was in, I think it was musical history, and my professor for that class, she would always talk about some shows she loved, or say musical history, or stage history, like say shows like the classics, or like starting from the starting era, from like say the Renaissance to eventually the modern and all that. Showboat. I found this one and I just thought, okay, most of these ones when I find these things, I usually find them at thrift stores, because one interesting fact about me is I really like going to thrift store shopping. You can find a lot of cool stuff at them, like whether it's like records, clothes, heck, even furniture. You can find a lot of awesome furniture stuff. Heck, you can even find some games. It's one too. Let me see. Next one, what I had found, Carnival. This one was also the original Broadway cast. It's got some pictures of it too from the film. The Broadway casting. Some of these, like when I look at some of these, like when you like my reasoning for like getting some of the ones that are the big fallout kind, I just like look at that and just think like some of it tells like really cool, really like the stills from the picture images. You just like look back and just think like, wow. I mean, you can probably see it that in it like probably around nowadays, but at the same time it would have been cool to see it back when it probably originally started, to see how it started to nowadays. Like, you never know. Sometimes sometimes shows change over the years. Heck, I even got the original. It's still got the sticker that says New York Drama Critics Circle Best Musical of the Season. Let me see. This one was by Metro. Yeah, it was by Metroid Golden, MGM High Fidelity. This one was a little bit of one I've never heard of, but apparently this one was like when this one was Joel Grey and George M. I mean, when I just looked at this one, I thought, okay, this one looks pretty neat. But at the same time, when this is also original Broadway cast too. I've heard that, little bits of details, like say George M. can have a personal Broadway award from me by Clive Barton's The New York Times. Some of this seems kind of cool, but from like a little bit detailed, sadly the show was not, apparently the show wasn't the greatest, and on the back of it, instead of like everyone's, it gives a bit of detail, like say Act 1, Act 2, and like say a bit of history during each thing, and like also a bit of details, like say at this point this happened in the show. And the next one I found this at a different thrift store, which was the Free Penny Opera. I remember when I was this is going back to the story about me when I was in college. My professor, her name was Julie Jackson. Oh, wait, no, it is Dr. Julie Jackson. She always said, please call me Dr. Julie Jackson, because I got a doctorate for a reason. And she showed us clips from the original, some of it, like say, I think from the, I think it was the Free Penny Opera film, which had the Flea Doctor from, I forget, this name escapes me, I apologize, I really do. The actor from he played Gomez in the Addams Family movies. The first two films. He also played as, in Bison and the Street Fighter movie. And, I think, when you look at this, like, some of these things, like, for some of them, they even give you the story, like the adaptation, like for this one even gives you, like say who the music was by, the original text. It gives you a bit of like production skills. Heck, that's some of the reasons why I liked collecting these things. Just because you get a bit of detail in your, you get a little bit of history. Learn a little bit. It's kind of neat looking at all this stuff. Sorry, I'm just restacking them because I'm trying to think. Okay, I need to make sure I have them in just ways to scan, and I don't know. I'm just, when it comes to organizing, that's how I am. I also got Chaniskovsky's The Nutcracker, the complete ballot. And I just, that just screams Christmas to me. When back in December, I was going to talk about some Christmas like music, whether it was this, or heck, even I had found a cassette tape of, say, John Denver, he had done a cassette of, I'm trying to think, it was John Denver and the Muppets Celebrate Christmas, and I found it, and I thought, okay, it was awesome, and then later at another thrift store, I found it on CD. Yeah. I mean, and just like the other ones, this one gives you a bit of, like, say, gives you a little bit of artwork. It also gives you a bit of, like, say, a bit of basically a description of the story in its acts. Or it's, say, act number 1, act number 2, number 3, and all that. And overall, it's just, if you're looking for, like, I totally recommend trying to, figure this one out. I really do. So the next ones I got for some of these ones for Christmas, actually. Jamaica, an original cast album of the Broadway hit musical. Some of these I really need to get the chance to sit down and just listen to. I really do. But one reason why is, like, say, sometimes I work and I'm gonna get 2 days off, and sometimes, like, when you're off, you just want to think, like, I want to do this, or you want to do that, so the deal, and just relax. So the next one was, this was one of the story one I've never heard of. The Unsinkable Molly Brown. When I saw this, I thought, okay, this looks cool. This looks neat. The art, the painted drawing of Molly Brown. Not sure if that's Molly Brown or if Molly Brown is the name of her little ship there. Yeah, that can't be good. I'm gonna put this one down now because I don't want to break it. That's the problem with some, like, records is they can be fragile. But I didn't break the record. I just broke the bit of the cardboard. 3 Wishes for Jamie. The original Broadway cast. It was apparently this one's based on a novel by Charles O'Neill and a book by Charles O'Neill and Abe Burrow, by Capitol Records. And this one was on, like, one of the ones I got was Camelot. Camelot. I mean, look at some of the. Let's see, the record fell out. And moving on, I was gonna show, like, a bit of details. Like, see, look at how all that. Look at the color in that image. I mean, I mean, look, this is awesome. Look at all that little bit of detail, like on the set decoration. I mean, the backdrop. This just looks like a very colorful show, in all honesty. And finally, the third record, the last record I got was Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. I actually did not know Gentlemen Prefer Blondes was actually based on a musical. I mean, a Broadway Cast. I originally thought it was, just based on the Marilyn Monroe film Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, Yeah. That's just what I thought. But, heck, we all have a little bit of learning, I guess, to do at times. This one is this is like one of the records that kind of cases or, holders that does not have like a bit of detail of all the, images from the film show. Some of the things I found pretty neat is some of the, wait, it said George S. Irving? Let me see. This one says George S. Irving on the Gentlemen for Blondes. Oh. I thought George M. was also, but then again, that's the name of the character. Yeah, this is me wanting to talk about, records, because I just thought, that'd be kind of fun. Just sharing my collection, I was just gonna have fun with this one, Not me talking about a movie, not talking about, like, say, what I think of the new Morbius trailer, but I might do that. But if you like records, what's your favorite record? And do you have a and here's another question: do you like musical theater? I know you're probably thinking, if I love musical theater, like, did I end up seeing Cats? I did not. I fell into the trap of everyone saying, hey, this looks bad, please burn it with fire, sort of deal. I just fell into that. I mean, mostly it's because I thought, when the first trailer dropped, I thought, oh, wow, this looks amazing. And one of my friends from theater, she just says, I thought, I was supposed to make a comment saying, hey, wow, this looks amazing, the makeup looks great. And Vince said, Steven, no, that's CGI. And I thought, wait, what? And I thought, wow. But at the same time, the CGI looks great, but at the same time, it looks kind of uncanny and kind of creepy. And if I was going to watch something about Cats, I think I'd rather prefer watching the actual musical because, mostly just because of, the costuming, the makeup. Those are some of the things that when I was in college, that I went to college for theater, so that's one of some of the things I liked, whether it was the music. I really enjoyed looking at costumes. I liked looking at the makeup. I actually did makeup classes in college. I'm actually been going to Comic-Con this summer, so I might or might not give a little detail, like a little bit of a sneak peek of what I might be planning in the future for, what I might be doing for a costume. And, that's what I might be doing. But what are your thoughts? Did you like me talking about doing all this? Did you not? Or do you want to see more things like me talking about records? Or do you want me to see me talk about gaming next? Put your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know. And as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.